Here we go. So I was doing major tweet. Oh, let me tweet it out. Let's follow the little steps. Tweet it out. If you guys are new to Blab, if you have a question, you can ask a question. I'm going to show you this real quick. If you do that without the quotes and then put a question after, we'll see it a little bit easier. And I wanted to get Cathy to introduce herself first and give her some time to talk. And we only have about 30, 40 minutes. So I'll open it up for questions after, but I just want to get to the good stuff and let's talk. So for those of you who don't know me, I guess I should introduce myself. I am Nina Simone, aka Socially Nina, the social media marketing strategist and business success coach. I love to find other entrepreneurs, especially women who are kicking butt in social media. And I was able to meet Cathy via Nicole, who's in here. I'm trying to see if she's in here. Yes, she is. Nicole Henderson. You guys follow her. We did a para meetup in Atlanta, and now she's here. So Cathy, why don't you take it away? Who are you?
Oh, thanks for having me. You know, I'm so excited you invited me. I'm like pumped because I just loved you. Like you have such great energy, girl. I loved it.
Good.
I loved it. Well, my name is Cathy Hackl, and I'm the director of New York Scope Week and Periscope Summit. So for those of you guys that don't know, this is the first user-generated conference for Periscope, avid Periscopers, and also for live streamers. You know, everyone's welcome. Everyone's welcome to come.
Yes.
And I'm actually heading to New York tomorrow to kind of finalize a lot of stuff and do kind of behind the scenes. So it's going to be really exciting. And what else? I do PR. So I do PR for live streamers through Socially Streaming. And Nicole, who introduced us, actually is helping me out with that. She's amazing.
Yay. She is amazing. She was getting at me on Periscope, on Twitter, on Facebook. She's like, we need to hook up. Here you go. Come here. So yeah, she's really good.
I love her. Oh yeah. So periscopesummit.com. Thanks for sharing it, Nina. I appreciate it. And what else? I teach social media at a few universities. I'm an Emmy-nominated former journalist that switched over to the other side and then switched over to social. And what else? I'm a mom of 2 kids. So there you go. And I'm Latina, by the way. I'm Latina.
Yes.
Like, are you? I'm like, yes, I'm Latina.
I love that you said that too, because I was like, yay, we got a Latina on here representing. So good. And you wear pink lipstick too, so you know we're good now.
I wear a lot. Everyone's always like liking my lipstick. I'm like, I always wear pink. It's either pink or red. That's it.
Yes, we got this.
No nude for me.
No, we gotta go bold or go home.
Yeah.
So hey Melissa, how are you? Do you want to jump on and moderate for us? Maybe you could ask some help us answer questions. Melissa's a VA and she's awesome. So anyways, let's talk about live streaming, since that seems to be like the new thing, but it's not really that new, but it's the new thing.
I think the new part is like when you and I were talking, who I was talking to, actually, it was someone else, it's Yolanda, but I was talking to her about the fact that now it's mobile.
Yes.
You know, that's the big game changer. It's live streaming's been around for a long time, what have you, but it's right. So this is the game changer. The fact that it's mobile live streaming and it's in the palm of your hands.
Yes.
So you know, I think that's really what's changing it. And I do want to get, Tom had a question there about the Harley Davidson campaign. I definitely want to get into that because that was marketing brilliance yesterday.
Yes, I joined it. And you know, it's funny. I just bought the little hand thing from my car and I'm like, I'll just look forward and, you know, I'll record it. But I was like, after watching you guys last night, I'm like, nope, not doing that either. So why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
About what? Excuse me?
About that. What you guys were talking about yesterday and all the questions.
Yeah, lots of things. So one of the things I wanted to talk about is one of the things I try to do is kind of keep my eyes on what brands are doing in live streaming. So just like other friends like Brian Fans and everything, I'm keeping tabs. I take pictures. I kind of keep documenting case studies of how brands are using live streaming. So there were 2 really cool things that happened yesterday. I did a scope about it. I think I was on Friday night about Harley Davidson. They sent out, they're very much like this. And you know, Harley Davidson's a passion brand. So if, you might not own a Harley, but you might still feel very passionate about it. It evokes something in people. So this is the cool thing. They decided to make an announcement, a big announcement. Hold on, let me decline that. A big announcement. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. A big announcement using Periscope. And they had not gone live because even though they had 10,000 followers, they only had 1 heart, which means they've never gone live from the Harley Davidson handle.
Right.
And they just sent an email on Friday night to all their marketing peeps. To all the people on the email marketing list saying, hey, guys, download the app. We're doing something really amazing on Sunday. And lots of us, I did a scope saying, guys, look into, check out Harley Davidson on Sunday. It's going to be really cool. Wonder what they're going to introduce, probably a new line or what have you. So this Sunday, what happened is they went live for the first time, and they did a drive across the world. Was it ride across the world?
Right. I thought it was a ride. Yeah.
Right. Hashtag ride across the world. So they did 26,000 virtual miles across, I believe, 6 countries and 4 continents. So they launched, first of all, they started in Portland, and they said, hey guys, we have a new 2016 line. These are some of the, the new choppers that we've got. And, we're going to be using some of these in all these different cities. And it was really cool. It was really cool to watch. They did Portland, they did Sydney, they did Toronto, they did Tokyo, and Tokyo was crazy. Mexico City, I think it was Paris, Las Vegas. I don't
remember all of
maybe it was in Paris, but I don't know. It's Vegas, and then back to Portland. So it was kind of all around. It was beautiful to watch, great to watch, especially because you could see the motorcycles and everything. And some people in the comments were being like, "You're not engaging," or "I want to see more of this." And I was like, I'm glad.
They're missing the point. They're missing the point.
Especially because with motorcycles, I mean, part of the Harley thing is also to listen to the motor.
Right.
Listen how it sounds. That's part of like
if you're lifestyle.
Yeah. You're into motorcycles and cars. Part of it is like the how you hear it. So and then afterwards I did an interview about Don't Scope and Drive, which is using live streaming for social good.
Right.
And one of the comments I made is like, kudos to Harley Davidson, because the person wasn't engaging. They were driving their motorcycle. They were being filmed from another motorcycle, from someone probably be like holding on or like, whatever. I don't know.
Whatever tricks they use.
Yeah, they use some type of trick. But it was interesting because the people that were driving the motorcycles were focused on driving the motorcycle and enjoying the driving. So it was very interesting to watch. It was great to watch, great use of the platform, great way to create momentum. And they had, in all their streams, they had more 1.5K, lots of viewers.
Right. And it's a good way to see how brands, like larger brands, can use this. I know a lot of life coaches and social media managers are using Periscope, but it's a great example of how established brands can get into live streaming. It's not just the small businesses that are using it.
Exactly. And they're starting to test out the waters a lot more. So, and Tom over here is saying that the sound was a weak part. Yeah. Some of the scopes, the sound wasn't great or anything. So, maybe they could have been a little shorter. I mean, I don't know. There's good and bad, but it was mostly good.
Yeah.
It was mostly good. So
what other interesting things are you seeing around Periscope and how businesses are using it?
Well, I can tell you this, and it's not necessarily around Periscope per se. Okay. But I'm actually doing, I'm sitting on a panel in September, right before New York Scope Week. I'm going to Miami for Social Media Week. And yes, I'm so pumped. And I'm on a panel with my friends from Roker Labs, from Roker Entertainment, we're very close to. I'm sitting on a panel with them, with the Huffington Post and with the Ultimate Fighting Championship, and maybe one other person, I'm not sure. And we're going to be talking about how mobile live streaming is the missing link between television and social media.
Right.
Yes, it's completely, if you think about it that way, it's really that next step in the evolution of this integration that we're moving towards. So that's one of my main things. If you look at something I tweeted out, it was this morning, Brittany Gastineau from Gastineau Girls.
Yes.
She is actually going live on Meerkat. She's like having a series on Meerkat that is going to go live.
Interesting. So I can see it happening here, but I didn't think about that. And I'm a Periscope over Meerkat, but I keep on thinking about I need to get into Meerkat more. But I think that kind of proves that it's not necessarily the medium that's making this a big thing. It's the way you can connect with people, and you don't have to have this big production. We discussed this over Inbox like 2 days ago, and then here we didn't have any other discussion besides that. But you could instantly.
There was no exchange of money here.
Right. Nothing was happening. It was just like, hey, you want to jump on? Yeah, let's do it. And that instant gratification, and then you instantly have people who may not have known about you, or you could share information or share value, and there's nothing in between that's stopping you from doing it. So
yeah, and that's where I'm seeing this kind of going. And it's there's always the Shorty Awards, if I'm not wrong. The Shorty Awards have a category that is like integration of social media into TV campaigns, you know, where there's always some type of social media element. Well, this is taking it to the next level when it comes to your consumption. I don't know about you, Nina, but a lot of times I haven't even watched my TV shows.
No, and you know what? That's what I always tell people. I don't turn on my TV. I have Hulu, but I'm thinking about turning that off also. But I never turn on my TV. It's just sitting here. But I'll get on Blab while I'm working and have it in the background, or Periscope, or what have you. I want real news, like right now.
Yeah, what's TV? Someone's like,
exactly.
What's TV?
It's it's the big thing that you plug your computer in when you want to see it bigger. That's that's what TVs are for. So, so let's talk about Periscope Summit, just because I'm so excited about it, and I want to leave enough room for it. And you were kind of saying what was going to go on, so share, spill the beans.
Very exciting. I'm actually heading to New York tomorrow to do all the walkthroughs of all the venues and all that fun stuff. Very exciting. A few of the cool things we're doing a really cool opening party with it's going to be in a great venue called Hudson Terrace, which has a gorgeous view. And it's just, great venue, really great venue. And there's going to be DJ Anthro B is going to be spinning tunes. It's going to be emceed by Mark K. And it's just going to be fun. It's just going to be a lot of fun. So opening party, we're going to open with a boom. It was like, boom, let's have fun. Let's do this. And then the 23rd is more the educational content. So we're going to have conferences. We're going to have, several keynotes like Grant Cardone.
Yes, I love him now. I'm so in love with him.
Well, we're going to have Grant. We're going to have Alex Pettit. We're going to have Brian Fanzo. We're going to have a few others. Trust me, I'm trying to make sure that there's more like gender diversity and more racial diversity.
Yes. Good,
so that's one of the things we're aiming for, as being as a Latina. I'm like, we need more girls in here. We need more representation. So, and that's actually one of the panels. One of the panels is on diversity on Periscope, and how to create it or how to pursue it. I mean, I don't know. That's one of the things we're going to be talking about because it's really important.
I'm so excited about that one then, because I mean, I think the males have been dominating kind of like the digital world and podcasts. And I don't know if it's because I see it now more, or if it's that I notice it more, but these women are kind of catching up and surpassing, and, and they're like, hey, we're here and we're part of this world too. So that is going to be a great panel. I can't wait to see that.
Yeah. So it's going to be really cool. And we're going to have talks on the legal issues pertaining to live streaming.
Right.
So that's going to be really interesting. Mitch Jackson, who's, a blab. He's one of the people on the panel. There's going to be one about finding your voice. There's one on beauty and health on Periscope. There's all these different topics that we're trying to kind of take on and bring conversation to the community. It's really about building community. Right. What we're doing is building community because we believe in the human connection. Right. Because there's nothing's gonna, like the way you and I met in person, nothing's gonna replace that.
And it's weird because I usually, I could make connections online instantly. And then, when you're networking events, it's so large. But now I feel like I'm going to Social Boom, I'm going to Periscope Summit, and I've met these people, I've blabbed with these people. I'm like, I can't wait to see them in person and just connect. It's a different level.
It's a different level completely. And that's kind of what we're trying to do. It's really take it to that next level of the relationship building in this community, this amazing live streaming community. And, something really cool that we're trying to do is through Guinness World Records is set the world record of most people live streaming from one location. So
we're going to break the internet together.
We're going to break the internet. We'll see. One of my goals during this trip is figure out connectivity when it comes to where we could possibly do this.
Well, if you need help with organizing stuff, I'm out here in Atlanta, but when I get there, I could help you with stuff.
Mm-hmm. Well, we're definitely, something really cool is we're definitely looking at Florida or Georgia. Well, I'm going to say Florida or Atlanta, I should say. Georgia, because it was Florida or Atlanta. It's not like we're going to go,
Yeah,
I don't know.
Let's keep it in that.
we're not going to Valdosta,
Right.
As much great. If anyone went to school there, great, cool for you. But you know what I'm saying? It's like we're looking at Florida and we're looking at Atlanta for possibilities in 2016.
Yeah,
nothing concrete, but we're looking at the South. I love the South. So
cool. So what? Okay, so what other? Okay, we talked about the keynote speakers. I know we're gonna we're gonna try to set some world records. If someone wants to come to Periscope Summit, what do you think they're gonna get out of it as far as value?
There's going to be several things. There's the connection. You're going to get to meet. It's the highest concentration of Periscopers in one place. Because there's been Perry meetups everywhere. Not everywhere, but in lots of different places. But this is actually people flying in. We've got people flying in from Russia, people flying in from Thailand, I think, no, Vietnam, from Vietnam, UK, Australia, all across the US, Latin America. So it's the highest concentration of live streamers. So if there's a scoper that you haven't met, this probably is the place where you'll meet them. And it's going to be, it's going to be great. So, and everyone's invited. You just get a ticket. They're not that expensive. And, if you look at other social media conferences, even
the VIP isn't that expensive. I went with the VIP just because I'm like, I want every part of it. But I was surprised.
VIP, You're all
Thank you very much. But I was like, I want to get everything out of it. But the pricing was good. So I know we're about 15 minutes in, almost 20 minutes in. Do we want to start opening it up? Is there any other points you want to make before?
No, not really. Other than that, everyone's invited. Come. It's going to be a great event. We're starting to make huge waves. I mean, I can't share. I know too many secrets.
Yeah, I know. I'm sure you do. You're like, oh, I can't say that. Oh, wait.
I wish I could share, but we're making waves with some really amazing celebrities that are interested in what we're doing, and amazing brands, like big brands that are like starting to take notice and be like, hey, what's this event I've heard of? And
I know.
like, hey.
Yeah, you just come and see. So, okay, Karen's coming. That's good. Anybody else who's coming, let us know in there. If you're coming, say yes. If you're considering it and have questions, put it in there. But jump in the seat. I'm going to start calling out. I see some business masterminds from my group in here. I'm going to start calling you out. Katya, are you ready? Vincent, you need to be in here. There's a couple people I see that you blab all the time. Go ahead and jump in. Anybody who wants to
scared? I don't bite.
So, okay, so if you're coming, there's Katya. Cool. Katya, come on in.
Katya, I need to follow Katya. I'm not following her. Followed.
Okay, let's see.
Hello.
Hey, Katya.
Now. Hold on. Wait. Oh, man. I got to jump out and get on my phone. I'll be back.
Okay, that's all right. We'll let you back in. With your pink earphones, you match. Okay, Karen, do you want to jump in? Make the holiday. So anybody, go ahead and type in the link. I think hold on.
Yeah.
I'm echoing. Am I still echoing?
Vincent's blabbed out.
Vincent, no.
I see that. I love that.
You love my energy. Thank you. So let's talk about, until anyone jumps in, let's talk about maybe the power of live streaming. And because I know for me, the power has been meeting amazing people. I just started working on a project with someone I would have never met if I didn't get on Blab. So is that me echoing or is that you?
I don't know. Is it me? It's fine from my end.
Okay, so then I just hear myself over and over again. Okay, cool. So yeah, I think it's good for connections, even and not just Blab, Meerkat. Everyone uses their own medium, but it's a great way to, one, lower that whole no like trust for your clients and say, oh yeah, she knows what she's talking about. But two, for us to quickly set up something like this and then start a project, which has been happening.
Definitely. I mean, I've picked up spirit clients because of live streaming and what I'm doing, what they see me doing. I think that there's great power in how it can be used for good and for bad.
Right.
So that's one of my things. I mean, I think that's not all good. It's not all great. And we all love it, but there's good and bad, know. On the good front, I mean, it can be used for social good, definitely. My good friend, Caroline Avakian, who you should connect with, she is brilliant.
I love her.
She wrote an article for the Huffington Post about how live streaming will change philanthropy.
Yes.
And gorgeous, beautifully written article. And I'm 100%, I agree with her. I think that there's so much potential for good. Yes, there's potential for business and we all want to make money, but from a social good perspective, it is powerful because never before could you in real time with very little expense show exactly where the dollar is going.
Exactly.
And millennials who donate their money, which they do, want to see where it's going. So this is actual, you can actually
accountability.
If you're donating to someone that's building schoolhouses in Ghana, you can go live in real time to when it's happening, not just when it's built. And which YouTube and everything, all videos are great, but this is live and it's raw and it's real. On
the other side, when it's happening, to show people and invoke that emotion that look what's happening. This is why we need the money, or this is what we're doing. And even if it's philanthropy or just teaching, I joined an ASL Blab the other day, and it's wonderful. Then there's people that teach you how to speak Spanish.
That's so cool.
The possibilities are endless, especially imagine tutoring like this. You get your couple students on here and you're tutoring some students. So this is amazing. Hey, Katya.
Hey, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Sorry about that.
Why don't you introduce yourself and jump in?
So my name is Cathy Hackl. I'm an official nutrition geek, and I do hear feedback, but I'm an expert in health and wellness. Lost 200 pounds.
Wow.
I'm all about this lifestyle. I'm a business mastermind. Met socially Nina. Fell in love with her. And so now just using Periscope, Meerkat, and now Blab. Why not?
This is better. You still have an echo?
A little bit. Can you hear
I think it might be on your side, Kathy.
Let me.
Okay.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Do we have an echo?
No. Okay.
It was Kathy's side. Okay.
Uh-oh. Yep. But that's me.
She's going to jump back in. Am I still echoing?
Nope. Okay. You're perfect.
Okay.
Perfect.
Okay.
It's back.
It's back?
Oh, no. Is it back?
No,
we're good. We're good. Okay. Thumbs up.
Yeah,
girl power. Okay, so Katya lost 200 pounds. She's one of my clients. She's one of my superstars, and I'm glad she's on here. I'm trying to get her. Isn't that amazing? She's coaching people.
How'd you do it? I want to do that.
I've got about 60
to lose.
We could do it together. That's what we should do on here at Blab, like women just being fit. And she's actually going to start that with us. Let's do that. We'll figure it out. But we have to do women being fit. We need to encourage each other because we have all of this knowledge and all of this platform to do good. But we get so deep into our business. I know I do. And then I'm like, okay, I'm going to exercise later. So let's do it.
I say let's do it. I mean, it's 80% nutrition, so about making little small changes daily, small changes, big wins. 20% fitness, but it's 100% mindset. So you got to set up your day powerfully and then also end your day powerfully and surround yourself by like-minded people to help support you in the journey.
Just like business. Katya, are you coming to Periscope Summit? I know we kind of talked about it a little bit.
I didn't pay for it yet, but I plan on. I'm only in Boston, so I got to
that's super close. You need to come.
Let's go. Did you have any questions?
No, I just wanted to jump in. I joined Blab via my desktop. I got to work that out. But now I'm on my phone, so
we'll
this works. So.
We have a session tomorrow. We'll test it tomorrow.
Okay. Thank you.
All right.
But thank you, you guys.
Yeah, Kathy, I'd love to connect. I'm totally going to look you up on Periscope. And so
Please do.
I love it.
She does like her. She sets it up and she's like doing her shakes and doing her thing. She's like super. I love her energy. So she's and her Facebook. Following her on Facebook, she has all these motivational things. So I love her.
I thought you liked my hair.
I love it. Pink. The pink girls. So let's talk about a couple other things. Social Boom. Aren't you speaking or did I make that up?
No, you're not making that up.
Because I'll be there too. I'm like, wait, did I just really schedule back to back? So I'll be there too. So I can't wait. What's that all about?
It's a panel on social selling and monetizing the app. So, I'm good friends with Kim and, one of the things is I've been able to monetize the app in the sense that, through the event in some ways, I guess, but mostly through my own personal PR firm.
Right.
So it's been amazing. And just the speaking engagements, the monetize. I mean, it's opened up this huge door of opportunities for me. I got a call just, a week and a half ago about an event in Atlanta called the Bark World Expo.
Okay.
So, and I'm not going to teach dogs how to do social media. It's for pet bloggers and everyone in that kind of space.
So cool. I need to come to that. I have a dog.
It's so cool. It's such a cool event. The Bark World Expo. It's in Atlanta.
Okay.
And, I'm coming back in November for that, and they asked me to be a featured speaker on live streaming. So I'm like, hey, I'll do it. Yeah. I used to work for Animal Planet.
That's cool. Yeah. I used to leave Animal Planet from when my dog was a puppy. I would leave Animal Planet on because I figured I didn't want her to be ourselves. Now live streaming, I can just put it on my computer and be like, hey, princess.
And thanks, Karen. Thanks for saying I'm authentic. I appreciate it. I try to be myself. I try to be who I am. And,
Small changes, big wins. I love that. Karen, you said you don't want to jump in? I can't remember if you said you wanted to jump in. And so we talked about, I'm seeing some people, yay, Karen. See, I think I need to ask people more. I think people wait to be asked.
Yay!
But
Karen's here.
can you hear me?
Yes.
I have to do this because of the light. Okay, I'm in the dark.
Oh my gosh, it's so, you gotta
We should just all do that.
lean back.
You know what? I'm on Periscope and a lot, but I'm on Blab even more. So I've neglected my Periscope duties.
I know. I did it right before this just in case.
Yeah, well, I did a Periscope yesterday, so I was really happy about that. A scope yesterday. But now my daughter's out of the house. She's 23 years old. So we have her room, and I'm thinking, I'm moving it all upstairs.
You're setting up a studio. That's what you're doing.
Well, exactly. So it'll be a lot of fun. It'll be a lot of fun.
You have to see my living room. I literally like had my couch moved to the other side, and this is like a corner of my living room right by my bar, and it's like set up with the lights and everything. I know if someone comes in there, they're gonna be like, "Wait, what are you doing here?"
And is that a backdrop or is your wall pink?
It was $5. I went to like a
Oh my gosh.
you know where you can find the fabrics, and it's on sale for 60% off. And I like I pinned it up here.
You go, girl. I love it. It really
Thrifty.
pops. I mean, because I just moved, so I've got like boxes and junk.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to figure out. I have the not so cute green color behind.
Yeah, but it's nice. It it adds to the pink or whatever. But
it makes like pink pop.
Kathy, I have to say, I love you put the mirror right there, which reflects the lamp and the table right there. It looks like a studio.
Karen, introduce yourself.
Studio. This is my studio.
Let me see. Start from the front. Years and years ago, because I'm pretty old. Years ago, I was an all-night DJ at a country station in London, Ontario. I'm from Toronto.
Nice.
I worked. I had a kid and worked. She kind of sidetracked me. But I was an artist marketing coordinator for many, many years. So I was in the music business probably about 14 years.
Wow.
And then I've been in the television business here in Toronto for 12 years. And so I worked from a broadcast standpoint. So I did all the contracts, drafted those, did all the drawdown payouts to producers, distributors, Canadian funding, and all of that stuff. So it just so happens, and please, no pity party or anything. It just so happened that they downsized me on Tuesday, this past Tuesday, after 12 years. But what's funny is I've just realized that for so many years, look at this, I look funny here. For so many years, I've been working, like facing my computer, working in an office by myself, doing my job. And now that I've had I call myself a woman of leisure the last few days.
Nice.
I've been on Blab so much. I was up till 4:30 in the morning the other night.
Me too.
Were you one of those people? Oh my! Were you with Jilly Sue? Were you one of those people?
No, I was. I can't remember Luke's last name. He was doing that 48-hour.
Oh yeah.
So I was up till 4:30 in the morning. I was on his Blab for probably active on his Blab for about 4, 5, 6 hours.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Like actively sitting here, engaging, and it was awesome. So I'm thinking, oh my goodness, I've been in my office facing my computer, working. But now all of a sudden I'm like a sponge and I'm like jumping into different Blabs and oh my God.
So have you done it and now are you like excited about ways that you could use it yourself, or are you using it more to consume?
Well, I am definitely consuming.
Okay.
But I have gotten so many people onto it. It's amazing. And also from the business that I've been in, I know a lot of producers. I know a lot of talent because I worked on unscripted and scripted, Kathy. So cool. I worked on a lot of it's all Canadian programming that I worked on. So
nice.
And there's been talent that I've actually talked to recently last week about, hey, you guys aren't using Periscope, you're not using Blab to increase your community, to broaden your own, to enhance your profile. You need to use all of these platforms. There's thousands of people. There's a whole world out there of people that who don't know you, and you need to get to know them. So I'm getting all of this talent excited about it, and I'm excited about it. And what's so funny is in my exit meetup where I was, there was another person that came in, and they're kind of like, they say, okay, Karen, you need to work on your resume, and we're here for you. Come and make a meeting. Come, we'll talk about your strengths, your weaknesses, where your passions are. We'll revise your resume, and all this stuff. Yeah, okay, whatever. And then, so I said, they asked me, what are your passions? This is like within minutes of me getting the, sorry, Karen, we have now eliminated your position. And now my position.
Now they want to help you, right?
Yeah, exactly.
They want to help?
Yeah, exactly.
They've got your best interest in mind.
Yeah, exactly. But maybe they've done the best thing for me, right? But they've now spread my job over like 4 people or so, right?
Well, now you have Blab, and now the world is open where you can either, it sounds like you're able to teach people a little bit about how they can, put their brand online and put it out there. It could turn into something where you're coaching or where you're hosting a platform for people to do it, or just giving them tips.
Sure. And you know what? I get a lot of joy out of actually sharing my experience. And actually, I've been on a couple of test labs. Kathy, you popped into one the other night with my sister.
Yeah, with your sister. I was like, I'm just going to see what Karen's doing.
Yeah, so I was just kind of teaching her how to do it, and another couple of friends of mine, I've got hooked onto it. And but having said that, in my exit interview or whatever they call it, the person who was telling me, Karen, come in and we'll discuss your resume with you. I actually, when she asked me what my passion was, I said, well, right now I'm totally over Periscope. And
Periscope is my passion.
She didn't know. Well, I've only done about 77 scopes, which is really low, but at least I pressed the broadcast button.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so I was telling her, if you want to check me out, check catch.me and you'll see my scopes. And she goes, what is that? And I took my phone,
the tables around,
and I showed her, we went to Paris together. I was showing her all of these live Periscopes.
She walked away with more stuff.
She's like writing notes from you.
She's writing it down. And she goes, Karen, I think I'm going to check that out. And I said, okay, now when you check that out, you're going to get hooked. I said, make sure your data is up. Make sure you're home when you're checking it out and traveling around the world, because it's going to eat your data up. Unless you're on Wi-Fi, which is great. You pay for Wi-Fi anyway, but if you have a large plan, it's all good. And then I said, now, once you get that going, write blab.im down.
They might bring you back for a social marketing plan, for live streaming plan. You did an awesome job.
So she goes, okay, I'm spelling it out. And then I went on the app. I said, you can get the app. And then at home, it's all free. It's all free, but you can jump around in all these Blab sessions. And I said, the people you work with probably would find it really interesting. You can sample your Blabs. You can talk about the new and
they need you on your on the marketing team.
Like all of that. And she goes, you know what? That sounds awesome. And then so she's writing it all down. And then it was over. I walked away. I got ushered out of the building. And then here I'm just kind of talking to a friend of mine. Hey, it's happened. I'm a free woman kind of thing, woman of leisure. And then here,
you're a free agent. That's what you're.
Yes, I like that, free agent.
Free agent. And here, walking down the street, here she is walking down the street on her phone, and she looks up, and I can't remember her name, but I remembered it at that moment. And I said, "Hey, did you check it?" She goes, "I just signed up.
Oh my God.
She goes, "I can't wait to try it. Thank you so much."
So we're going to wrap this up. I thank you, Karen, for sharing your story. It's the power of social media, and I'm glad you were able to kind of teach other people about the power. Thank you for jumping in.
Yeah, Karen, thanks for jumping in. Karen, I love you. You got it.
I love your energy.
It'll be great to meet you, Kathy, face to face in New York.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and let you jump off, and then we're gonna let Kathy do her closing. I know, family comes first. You gotta take your son to swim.
Take my son to swim class.
Yes. So I love this. Thank you so much. Let's figure out what we can do. Connect. I know you mentioned somebody I need to hook up with. I will see you at Social Boom. I will see you at Periscope Summit, and I will see you online between now and then.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it. I'm glad we were able to talk live streaming and just get to know each other more. I think that's really the power. So
yes. Love it. Everyone give her props on our way out and tweet it one more time. Thank you so much.
Thank
Bye,
you.
guys.
And I need to have you on my show on Scope News. So we'll work on that. We'll get
I would love it whenever you're ready. Okay. Bye. Bye, you guys. I have to exit, right? Yep. Bye.